This is for speech 3. I can only show you the slides because I have no one to record for me, because my family can't touch my phone, or they're really far away. They can't have any of my stuff. And so this is for speech 3. Here's the slides. In 2017, America spent $3.4 trillion on healthcare, $1.1 trillion of which was spent on hospital services alone, with an average of $3,949 per day. The article also said that 60% of all bankruptcies are related to medical expenses. This is all according to Bill Fay, a staff writer at debt.org. Hospitals can also charge differently based off of an underlying medical condition that the patient may have, or where the patient recovers. If you recover in the ICU, it'll cost more than if you were to just do an outpatient surgery or just have a small recovery. But you also have to pay for the pace at which they recover, because some people take longer to recover, some people take shorter to recover. Or it could straight up just be based off of the location of the hospital itself. If you were to imagine that a family member of yours, your mother, your father, or even your own child has gotten sick and will need an important surgery, but to get that surgery it will cost around $100,000, you and your family have no way to pay that much, even over time. You will not only have to pay for the surgery, but also the recovery, and also if they have to recover in the ICU, like I said, and if they need any long-term care, that will also be paid for as well. So the only options you really have is to spend your life in debt or to go into bankruptcy. If the cost of healthcare was free or even lowered, your family could have been better off. With the high cost of healthcare, approximately 1 in 6 adults reported to J-Gen Intern Med at NCBI that they avoid healthcare due to cost. Although if people in America were agreeable with redistributing some funding, we could make healthcare is more affordable, if not free. The distribution of wealth in America is so severely unbalanced. For example, according to Daryl Burnett II at ED Weekly, funding for schools has been cut considerably, causing people to have to lose their jobs, while the police department's funding has been significantly increased. So that even though the people in the schools are losing their jobs, the police are getting new stuff that they don't even really need, new uniforms and stuff like that, that's just not required, but the school department is not getting the bare minimum to pay their own employees. If America could equal out the funding, we could be a better country, because if people had to pay less in medical expenses, they will be able to use that money for other things, which will improve the economy. Because if they don't have to pay for the medical expenses all the time coming out of their pocket, which is actually pretty high expenses, then they could use it towards the economy and use it to increase the stock market. According to Avika Roy at Forbes articles, 10 of the 11 countries that are ahead of the U.S. in economic freedom have achieved universal coverage. So in conclusion, we as a country need to make healthcare more affordable, if not free, by redistributing our funding so that we can help people who need it. So that the people who are going poor and stuff like that over just some healthcare bills don't have to worry about their healthcare bills as much as worrying about actually getting the surgery. Because if you need a heart surgery, you need a heart surgery, or if you need something, you need it.